Good morning, everybody. It is 8/12/2026, August 12th, 2026, and we are doing the coin flip challenge. We are on day 27, and we're going to review day 26 results. We review them each day that they occur. We do it live. I don't use a real accounts. I don't use real accounts for it, but I'm actually flipping coins in my own personal trading now because of the results. How they're this is not doing any. I'm not going to do much better than this anyway. So just flip a coin. If you have an edge, use it, man. Use it. TradeBlade will make you even richer. Remember, trading is risky. You can, and some do lose all of their money, and you may be one of the statistics. 97% of traders who trade intraday, not swing traders, they have a much more successful go of it. But prop traders, intraday traders, 97% fail. Those are the studies that we know. So, yeah, let's show you how we can make you not fail. And that's with TradeBlade. So the idea here is TradeBlade has been flipping coins because TradeBlade does not rely on predictive pattern recognition to have edge. Okay. I'm going to my website here, and this is the math involved. And if you can show me anyone that has anything like this, that actually shows you how the math actually works, plugging in a prop firms, and this is for prop firms, prop firm usage. But show me anyone that does this and has this showing expected values, not based on historical data, but based on barrier math, just mathematics in itself. This does assume that the bars are random in the market. We know that they mostly are, but not entirely. So bear that in mind. To bring you up to date on what's been happening with the coin flip test, day 26. So we are on our fourth cycle. Our first cycle, we ended up failing, I believe. Second cycle, we got a funded account, failed that. Third one, we got a funded account, and we actually got a payout. And this is our fourth cycle. We just passed another eval. Again, we're flipping a coin, and the barrier math says that we're going to win. We're going to get a lot of funded challenges, and it's baked in. We're trying to fail as many evals as possible. I can show you later, but review why here. If you can read the three outcomes, understand that there's 40% probability of passing the eval. That's just based on barrier math. That is not your every prop firm. That is Apex Trader Funding's 1-day pass. Because with the 1-day pass, you will get a much higher rate of return or a much higher passing rate because when we do a 1-day or 2-day pass, we're doing away with the end of day ratcheting, which greatly reduces your chances of passing. So when we bypass that, our pass rate goes way up. Okay, but this is the scenario here, passing the eval. You have scenario 2 and 3. So there are going to be some legs where you lose some money. This is a bit inflated, but I'm okay with it inflated. I was having some back and forth with Claude, and mostly you're going to lose about 60 or 70 bucks, maybe 80 bucks. It just depends on how much they're charging here for the eval cost and the PA. So, but this is a positive $131 every cycle you run. You're making $131. So your goal is to run as many cycles as you can. So we build up our We build up our cash account, which is the one that takes the hedge in the first place. If you don't know what a hedge is, let's talk. Let's talk about it. I'm here for you. I built this for myself, but I want to share this with you. So please send me an email, support@tradebladehq.com, or sign up for the book. And then when I have something that I think you'll love, I'll send you an email. I'm not trying to sell you stuff. You know what? I mean, honestly, I could not sell a single one of these. And they're not expensive. I'm planning on charging a monthly subscription, $70 a month. One $2,000 hedge account that you deposit makes on average about $500. That's no guarantee, but I've done the math. I've talked through with AI to find out exactly, cross-examined and everything. So your weighted EV is $131. So every time you run this thing, win, lose, or draw, you're making $131. Okay. Let's go ahead and start TradeBlade. It's beautiful to look at. We go to the tools. This is NinjaTrader. I've obscured the account names, but you can see these are real accounts. This is a real cash account here, this top one. It's in deep drawdown. I'm doing a $2,000 test, forward test on this. I don't want to give you something that hasn't been tested in forward. You earn your money, and your money is valuable, and that's your time. And I'm not going to waste your time if something doesn't work. Okay, so we started testing this with a 2K account. We're at 2,800 now, but we are deep drawdown because we have a couple of $53,000 accounts that haven't been converted over to PAs. We're running 3 PAs right now. Those are 3 funded challenges. We're running 3 of them right now. This one is a 4th that I blew. We're running 1, 2, 3 right now, and this is an evaluation that is passed, and I have 1 waiting in the wings to convert from already passed. So I've got 2 of these. So right now I could have 5 funded accounts. Now with only, this got as high as 6,000, little over 6,200. That's why I'm able to run 3 funded challenges and take them all the way to funded and not really stop any of my other trading. So this will be reported for payout, 53.6. That's a $1,500 payout that'll be reported tomorrow after the end of the day. This will be acknowledged to have occurred, and I can go ahead and apply for the payout. This one lost $1,000, but it was at 52. And this is essentially with me flipping coins, guys. I mean, it's really crazy. The reason I'm flipping coins now is why? Why even try to guess which direction? It doesn't matter. You make money if you, for $131 every time you cycle. Just try to cycle through a lot, 10, 20 of them. Every 10 you cycle through, that's 1,300. Every 20, that's 2,600 that you cycle through. And you can do that every week, sometimes every few days. Sometimes you get on streaks where you just do it a lot. Every 2 days, boom, 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 you're failing everything. Wonderful. So anyway, we're going to open up TradeBlade. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful TradeBlade is, okay? You go to Tools, because it is a tool. You go to TradeBlade Command Center, right here.
Well, Blade.
Sorry for my little staticky. Let me do that one more time. I just had a, that's my CPU. Let me try it one more time.
Welcome to TradeBlade.
There we go. And that wasn't the software. That was my hardware. It's been acting a little weirdly. So if you have a license, TradeBlade actually comes up with this. You know, you can just go. You can take the tutorial. You can start trading. So tutorial super interesting. I'll just show you just the very beginning of it real quick.
Hi, I am Carol, your TradeBlade voice guide. I will walk you through every step and explain each feature as you go. To turn off these voice tips at any time, click the Voice Tips button at the top of the screen. The kernel is active and ready. To add your first trading pair, look for the blue Add Pair button in the top right corner of the screen and click it. The setup wizard is open. You will see a drop-down in the center of the panel. That is your primary account selector. Click it and choose your prop firm account from the list. When you have selected it, click the blue Next button.
So we'll stop right there. That kind of gives you the idea. I'm just going to run through this. We're going to do the coin flip challenge now. I don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's go ahead and restart it again.
Welcome to
Get us out of the
TradeBlade.
tutorial. Start trading. We're going to add a pair. Sim prop for our prop firm account. For our selected hedge account, we're going to use our Sim Live account. We're going to do manual trading levels, very interesting, but I'm going to use direct entry. NQMNQ is what we trade. You can trade other pairs. These are the four I would recommend. These, if we are going for smaller wins, these, if you're going for bigger wins. NQMNQ, we want it to resolve as quickly as possible, so we choose NQMNQ. This is your trading window and your hard exit. This is when it will tell you, hey, we're liquidating all your positions. This is so you don't hold anything overnight. This is one more fail safe for you. This is all, this TradeBlade will detect your time zone. So anywhere in the world, it's not going to say 5. It's going to say whatever the starting of the Globex session is. For us in the central time zone, Chicago, it's 5 p.m. If you're east, it's 6 p.m. And if you're in London, it's, I believe, 6 hours earlier than that. So, or later. Yeah, or, it's later. 6 hours later. I think. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, uh, so so we are on a funded challenge. So here's what we do on funded challenges. This is a brand new funded challenge. So we always start with two hedge contracts on the first trade. On the first trade, what we're trying to do is get $1,800. So we're trying to get $1,800. And our stop loss with Apex, that's our daily loss limit, is $1,000. So we're trying to do $1,800 here. And if we reach $1,800 from that point on, this is very important. We use 4 hedge contracts from that point on until the thing is blown. Okay, for every trade. So we're going for our first 1,800s. That's halfway to what we need to get get the maximum payout. The maximum payout's $1,500. They want us to have 2,100 as a cushion. On top of that is $1,500, the amount we want. Add those together, it's 3,600. And the 3,600, we actually only get 1,500 of that on the payout. So that's why 1,800. We're getting our halfway there. We have a 50% consistency rule. We try to get that first 50%. Boom. We try to get halfway there right away. Okay. We're going to go ahead and arm this pair. I want you to hear Carol respond when we do click to arm. Where is Carol? Why didn't Carol say anything? I don't know, but I'm gonna arm, click to arm. I don't know why Carol is not talking. So that might be a bug I'm going to look into. So we are armed. Click to disarm. So we are armed now. We're going to go ahead and flip a coin. Let's flip this coin. If it's a 1, we're going to go long. If it's 2, we're going to go short. So we're going short. I'm not sure why. Okay. So we are in, normally we have an audio there. I'm going to have to troubleshoot and find out why that did not play. But we are in. So to actually see our positions on a real chart. Now this is a real chart. This is rendered from the same bars data that is rendering the NinjaTrader native NinjaTrader chart. So you'll see here, you see, I can even make it more like that so you can see clearly. This is the same data. And let's just take a look. Let's see if short is a viable or a reasonable looking trade. So to me, no. I mean, there is a chance, but to me, this is probably going to go higher. The only chance is it needs to go lower first in a big spike at the open or something, which we might get take advantage of. So this short is actually probably going to lose. But if the short loses, what that means is, because we simultaneously have a long entry of 2 MNQ contracts. You see MNQ here. So we have 2 MNQ contracts, and we'll win real money on this. And how much are we winning here? This is $200. So this is how we recapture money we lost when we pass an eval. When we fail prop firm evals, we make money. When we lose prop firm evals, we make money. When we pass prop firm evals, we lose real money. And so we recollect that money back when we fail the funded challenges. That's why we double it. It's a little bit of a martingale type strategy. It's all been mathematically checked out. This is the absolute best way to do it. This will reduce your variance greatly. You can do 1 contract, but having 2 will greatly reduce your live hedge accounts variance. So we're going to leave it there, guys. It looks like this actually will end up going up, but it may surprise us. So thank you so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and call it there. If you want more information, there's our actual licensing manager. If you want to know more, please hit TradeBlade HQ. Do this for yourself. I'm not begging you. I'm not here with hat in hand. This is world-class software. Okay. You don't know what's under the hood here, but there's 100,000 plus lines of code in here. This thing can be done with 20,000 lines of code, except it's got full logging. It's got telemetry. You don't, if there's a problem, you don't even have to do anything. Find, oh, where's the zip files, blah, blah, blah. You can just authorize me. I can grab the zip files with your permission. We have an automated licensing system. So I really encourage you, again, I'm not hat in hand here. If you want to know more, if you have been a prop firm trader or wanted to look into it, that's my customer. My customer and my friend is the one that went through the same thing I went through to find out, wow, this is harder than it was told, harder than people let on. This is harder than people really were honest and told me about. So if you want to know more, tradebladehq.com. Love to hear from you. Uh, Email me at support@tradebladehq.com. Thank you so much. Have a great, great morning.